I'm Thorne Dickinson. This show allows me to talk with Mainers working on the most important clean energy project to ever come to our state. We discuss how this project is providing jobs and other benefits today while creating clean energy for a better tomorrow. Welcome to the Season 3 recap episode of Clearing the Air. This season saw major progress on the project as construction is now underway along the whole length of the corridor. And it all began on a historic day in the raising of the first pole in the dead of the Maine winter.
It's incredibly exciting.
You know, it really is amazing. All the hard work of many, many people sort of coming into this one moment that we saw today. So super exciting, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great day. I mean, big sigh of relief at this point. There's been a lot of hurdles to get us to this point. The first pole is always the toughest, but now we'll be smooth sailing from here. Trying to get as many in the ground as we can and keep the project moving forward.
What's your job?
I'm a groundsman, so I've been walking a lot of right-of-way, flagging, spotting equipment. We've been building mat roads.
How is it?
I love it. There's not a lot of bad things about it. They're all good things, really. I mean, it puts a lot of Mainers to work, good paying jobs, and a lot of people that are from Maine have always worked out of state, and they can come home and they'll be home every night.
So today, Chimbro Irby crews came in, set up all their equipment to set structure 427, which is the 15th structure to be set. And they completed that around lunchtime today, just a little while ago. Everything went great. We have the period of time for the shutdown of tree cutting because of the protected bat. They'll be able to haul the trees that are already on the ground, so it should keep things rolling at a pretty good pace.
Season 3 also allowed us to focus on some of the benefits that Mainers are getting on this project, whether it's the impact on local businesses, whether it's the jobs for Mainers, the benefits that the snowmobiling community will see as part of this project, or all the broadband.
Bingham is a great community from the past, and we're not going to be able to lift this community up without that solid broadband in this area. And the project that's being worked on this land right now, that Irby Chimbro is leasing, is going to be bringing that broadband to us. This project is providing infrastructure for this state that this state doesn't have to pay for, that it needs desperately to be a hub for Maine, to be a hub for the Northeast United States for renewable energy, for broadband communication that allows communities like this to grow.
A lot of the challenges, of course, internet. We're on the very end of consolidated. So a cloudy day, rainy day, snowy day, you're not getting on anything.
It's a pain. Looking up anything, try to look up anything you need to look up. It's awful.
How important is either better broadband or new broadband for you and for your family?
Very important at this point, because we made the decision as a family to get some workhorses. And the plan with that is to do like a small business, sleigh rides. We want to do maple syrup. And my daughter does lemonade. So promoting that with better internet would be easier for us.
I'm really excited about the fact that now we're engaging more and more with the snowmobile clubs all along the corridor.
There is hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings to the snowmobile industry and the people of Maine just from that one little impact that's being created. Just a simple thing like using your EnviroMats when you're done for bridges and then having bridges in place on the corridor for then clubs don't have to fund. It's a really big deal.
I'm not afraid of the upgrade.
No, let it go.
Let it come.
Sure.
We're ready for you guys.
Yeah. Well, how has that been going? Have you guys noticed the difference?
When you guys started coming around, we really saw a lot of business coming up, and there's a lot of projects coming into Bingham. It's not just the lines. There's a lot of different things coming. It's going to be a busy summer for us.
Yes,
and
very
with our
busy.
new place, we're going to have enough room for everybody, and the more the merrier.
Temporary jobs to me is actually kind of offensive because when a carpenter builds a house, is that job temporary? No, he moves on to the next one. I don't think that that's accurate. I don't think that that's, and it's offensive, It's a great opportunity for somebody to get their foot in the door, see what we do, be held to the standards we're held to. We have a code of excellence that we follow. You have to do things right.
Season 3 also allowed us to showcase some of the memorable Mainers who are extremely passionate about this project, and they're not shy about talking about it to anybody that will ask.
Once you leave that Kennebec River area and you're headed north, it's not much virgin timber up there anymore. Pretty much sometimes you see a groundhog at 100,000 yards sunning themselves.
But I don't see this going offline. I mean, once we have it, we'll have it. I think it's pretty secure, and that's important. So if we can build something like that into the electric grid and help guarantee that people will be able to maintain their power despite the worst of conditions that we get here in New England. I mean, we're really good at extreme conditions here in New England.
The 24/7, you know, rain, sleet, snow, sunshine, dead of night, it doesn't matter. Dead of winter, the angle of the sun does not affect the hydro. She just keeps going and going and going.
With this project this past year, it was a tremendous boost to us because it was a strange year. When COVID hit, a lot of jobs got postponed, kicked back, and then they're just starting to come around again. So this project got us through 2020.
I got a camp up north, and they cut thousands of acres. Nobody seems to say a whole lot, but eventually it all comes back, and there'll be vegetation on those lines, and it's just like anything in life. It certainly is going to look better than Philadelphia.
And when you look at those transmission lanes after they've been put in and whatnot, the vegetation comes back, and I've walked them for years. We got one right down the road here, and I go down there in the winter and watch the snowmobile trails, and I'm not twitching or nothing, so, you know, the electromagnetic field hasn't hurt me yet. You know, still pretty viable, I guess, at this age.
This is the first job I've ever been on in my experience in the field where there is an 8-to-10 ratio. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. In some of the areas where the union is the strongest, it would be like a 2-to-1. This is an 8-to-10. That is, I have never, that is so great for anybody here that wants to work from home. That's such a big deal.
This is good change. It's positive change that we need. We need to get on board and make things happen in this state and keep our kids at home.
It's free. Good Lord gave it to us, let's use it. All we're gonna have to do is have a little corridor. Not bad at all, not bad. Sweet, it's nice.
Before we put a wrap on Season 3, I want to look ahead to Season 4, which begins with our trip to the new section of the corridor that will be built from the Canadian border to the Forks. Yeah, today we're out on the new part of the corridor, what's called Segment 1.
Yeah, so we just got onto Judd Road. We're going to be coming up to the crossing here where the new corridor intersects Judd Road here in West Forks or Johnson Mountain Township.
We're now perpendicular to the corridor and starting here at the edge of the cleared corridor. Yeah, there we go. So actually a little under 54 feet. Thanks again for your interest in the Clean Energy Corridor and taking some time to learn about some of the things our team is doing to bring this amazing project to the state. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we look forward to sharing further episodes of Clearing the Air with you in the future.